Did you know? This song is absolutely the ultimate secret weapon for rediscovering your deep-seated original intentions. When Ella heard this song, nostalgia mode activated. She recalled her youthful days and rejections. Nick's song was like a light shining into her dim heart, so Ella decided it was time for a little story time with Nick. She shared her tales of rejection by record labels, and Nick suggested she try singing her original songs, but Ella was like, "I can't sing my own songs. My nose is a bit unique, you see." Nick looked at her nose and chuckled, adding that he's not exactly flawless either. He confessed congenital deafness. He has never worked, yet now a singer. At that moment, Ella felt a rush of joy from being appreciated, until bam. A fan of Nick barged in demanding. Nick had long gotten used to this fan frenzy, but Ella, faced with the harassment, threw a punch and they escaped the bar. Nick didn't blame Ella for her decisiveness, but instead dashed to the supermarket to buy ice and bandages for her. Watching Nick gently treat her wound, Ella suddenly felt an overwhelming sense of relief, sparking her desire to. But I was stuck in silence, and that's how Shallow was born out of nowhere. At that moment, Nick was totally in awe of Ella's talent, and Ella nervously asked, "Can I get bonus points for using this injured?" Nick showered Ella with compliments, encouraging her to keep writing songs, and she made his heart flutter with every move she made. Just like that, Ella started to have a crush on Nick, and they chatted about music all night in the car like a music radio show. When they parted, Nick invited Ella to sing at his concert. Ella began to freak out. She was concerned that the songs might not suit everyone's tastes, and thus did not want Nick to see her possible awkward failure moment. So she came up with a slight excuse, claiming that she had to work that very night. To her surprise, Nick sent the driver and a private jet to invite her to the concert, straight out of a movie scene. The driver was glued to her, but Ella insisted on returning to work. But surprise, surprise, the restaurant manager docked her a whole day's pay for being late, and Ella couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity. In her fury, she hopped into the driver's car, getting a taste of that celebrity treatment. Flying in a private jet was a definite upgrade. Meanwhile, Nick was busy prepping the details for the concert. But her manager delivered some shocking news. Nick's hearing issues had worsened. Dust to dust, but she still refused to wear the hearing aid the doctor gave her. The concert took place as planned, and Ella quietly stepped onto the side of the stage, a magical perspective that remained unseen by the audience. Watching the dazzling lights, Ella filled with dreams, and there was Nick, singing a song from last night, looking like he was declaring his love. Nick kept repeating the main part of the song, as if waiting for Ella to join him. Ahead of her was a dream stage with a man who's totally crushed. This time, Ella didn't let Nick down, gracefully approaching the mic he left for her, mustering the courage to showcase her musical talent. Initially, she harbored a hint of hesitation in her heart. However, upon witnessing the enthusiastic reactions of the audience, she instantaneously unleashed herself completely, and at the same time, Nick's eyes sparkled with an abundance of love. Since the record company wouldn't give Ella a chance, Nick decided to create a stage just for Ella. Definitely delivered, instantly upgrading the show to perfection. After the show, they ended up at the hotel where they confirmed their relationship. Ella seamlessly joined Nick's band. Their performances felt like a friendly competition, both shining on stage. They shared passionate kisses, their hearts sparkling with light. Nick opened his heart, sharing his childhood with Ella, leaving her in awe. His mother passed away during childbirth, and his father was a drunk who neglected him completely. After his father passed when he was 13, his brother Bob became his guardian and manager. When Nick became famous, he bought the farm where his father lived and gave it to Bob. Later, they buried their father there together in peace. But when Nick and Ella visited their father's grave, they found it had turned into a wind farm. Nick thought Bob sold the farm for money, and they got into a huge fight over it. But Bob explained that their father's grave was washed away in a storm. Nick was drinking heavily at the time and completely missed that news, brushing it off. He thought, "I should take care of myself and treat Ella well." Especially when he was in front of Ella, Nick didn't want to expose his dark side. Upon hearing that, Bob was totally heartbroken and chose to quit. Even though the manager left, the tour had to go on, and Ella, the newest member of the band, was basking in the fame and excitement of the music stage. She wrote numerous great songs, often leading the concert to new heights and garnering applause from the audience. At the final stop of the tour, Nick spontaneously suggested Ella take the lead on a new original song. He didn't want her to be a main supporting character. Nick wanted Ella to shine in her own light, and indeed, she didn't disappoint. Before the stage, she drank and self-accompanied Always Remember Us, eliciting cheers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's awesome stuff coming up every week.